I am super excited because today marks the 3-week mark from the release of Praying with the Latter Prophets. So 3 weeks from today, on June 20th, will be the official release of Praying with the Latter Prophets. So I've talked a little bit about, what exactly the former and latter prophets are in previous recordings, but I wanted to touch on it again because anybody who's coming to this new might not know. So in the way the Jews organized the Old Testament originally, they sorted out their books, which are the same books that we have, but they sorted it out in a different order. And so they had the Torah, they had the prophets, and they had the writings. And so a few things get jumbled around from the way that we typically see things in our modern Bibles. But it's the same books, just ordered a little bit differently. And so the former prophets, which is a book I already released, Praying with the Former Prophets, that covers Joshua, Judges, Samuel, and Kings. And then now we get into the latter prophets, which is what we typically tend to think of as the prophetic book. So we have Isaiah and Jeremiah and Ezekiel, and then we also have the 12 minor prophets are all one book called the Book of the 12 or the Scroll of the 12. Really the big difference that you see between our Bibles and how the Jews would have organized their scriptures is one, all 12 minor prophets are just one book, and then also Daniel is not considered a prophetic work, which is strange to us because there's actually a whole bunch of weird prophecies at the end, but they did not consider that book to fit into the prophetic group. So that's what we're talking about, the latter prophets. It's Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and then the Book of the 12 is what we'll be talking about. These are some of the coolest books to go through. People hate these books because they're confusing and weird, or at least shy away from them, but they're so interesting, and we get into all this great imagery and poetry and really, really cool stuff. So that's kind of what we're exploring in the book, is we're diving into the prayers of Isaiah and of Jeremiah and Ezekiel and the 12 minor prophets, and we're really kind of looking at how they read the Torah, how they were experiencing the world, and how they prayed, and the poems they put together, and all those things that go into that. So it's really, really interesting, really, really cool. I'm excited to share it, and hopefully you're excited to start working through it here in about 3 weeks. Thanks, guys.